Okay, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to be at this reading. Namaste, everybody. I'm doing a reading, paid reading for somebody, but I cannot light any incense because Devin has a cardiologist appointment tomorrow and tomorrow morning that we are going to. So that hurts his heart. It interferes with his breathing. So I'm not trying to do that. Okay, anyhow. I was going to do this as a video, but I decided to do it as a live. So if I don't look at the chat, there's usually nobody in the chat. Maybe like 4 people or whatever. But this is for a Scorpio, and I'm going to try to shuffle and answer some of the questions that she gave me. Okay, so here I go. Hi, Rain Cloud. Okay. Okay, I'm open and receptive to receiving messages from heaven, from your spirit guides, from your angels, from divine. I'm so mad I broke this nail. I smashed down, I was trying to get a water bottle out of plastic wrap, and was pushing down hard and I smashed it. And I just got them done like a couple of days ago. And I really have to get it fixed because it's cracked in half. It hurts so bad. This is with me cutting it. So sorry about that. Okay. Just gonna shuffle a couple of, I don't like doing it without my Palo Santo, but I tried to do it in the car. It just didn't happen. Okay. And I like to shuffle and think of the person's energy. Okay. Pull a Jesus card first. Okay. Angels and ancestors and guardian angels and spirit guides, what do you want to tell this person in regards to her questions? What do you want to tell her in regards to her questions? And if anybody wants to come forward, I'm open and receptive to receiving your messages. Hi, Eleanor. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you could hear me. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. Okay. So, one of the first cards that I got for this particular Scorpio, and I still have the Libra reading. It's right over there. And I tried to do it. I just couldn't get it done. So, it'll have to be after the doctor's office. Okay. So, this is the first card that I'm pulling. And it says, I should have put my glasses on. It says, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. So, like, if you're worried, this is from Jesus, right? This is my Jesus cards. So, in regards to a few of your questions about people in heaven that you had questions for, they want you to know that they're always with you, along with God and Jesus. But they're always with you. They're watching over you. They see you crying. They see you taking care of your mom. They see you struggling. They know what you're going through. See how Jesus is watching over the land over here? Okay. So don't think that you're alone. Don't think that you're not being, protected and watched over. Okay. And the next one, Jesus card that I got is ask and it shall be given you. Okay, I'm just going to get my glasses. Even though this is really big, my eyesight is blurry. Okay, so where is it? Where is it? Okay, so ask and it shall be given you. All right, so see the little child with Jesus? Okay, Jesus always watching over them. So some of the questions that you were asking about, you know, ask God. You can ask God, you can ask Jesus, you can ask your people in heaven. Okay? And sometimes the answers don't come right away. And that's an answer in itself. But it's saying you have to ask for it. Ask and it shall be given you. You can pray for it, pray on it, but know that God hears your prayers. And you could prepare if you want certain things, certain family members, certain people to, get along better with or to share your life with. Know that you can ask for that again. You might have asked for it in the past and feel like it didn't work out, but you're not supposed to give up. You never give up. Always have faith that it could work. Okay. The next Jesus card that you got is your faith hath saved you. Go in peace. And this is such a beautiful card. This little girl looks like she's reading Jesus' palm. I think she's straight up reading his palm. But anyhow, that's a Luke 750. Okay? That's important because you know who Luke is to you. So it's saying, don't be so fearful. Like you're doing good, but don't be so fearful. You're never alone. Even if you feel alone, you are never alone because you always have God. You always have your spirit guides looking after you. Let's absorb that. Okay. All right. I don't know if you could hear my music, but I have some Jason Stevenson on. Okay. The next one I have is according to your faith, be it unto you, which is Matthew. Okay. 9:29. Okay. Let me just absorb this one. Okay, so what I'm getting is, like, in regards to your questions and in regards to what's going on in your life, by getting these Jesus cards. It's like continue having faith, continue doing what you're doing. You had faith in God. You're trying your best to do everything for everybody. Okay? But God and Jesus wants you to know, and your spirit guides and your people in heaven want you to know that you have to take care of yourself and have faith. Have faith. Faith is so important. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this. That have faith. See what he's looking at, what's coming. He's looking at the ship coming in. He's looking at what, the sun is setting. So, night is coming. A different day is coming. And you can't rush it. But have faith. You are not alone. I know it sounds like cliches. And, it's okay to be scared. But you are surrounded in spirit by those that love you, your guardian angels, and of course, Jesus. So beautiful. I hope that helps a little bit. And now I'm going to shuffle these one more time. I did shuffle them a lot. Okay, what messages does Scorpio need to know? What messages does she need to know? Ooh, that one came out. Ooh. Oh, these are coming out. Okay. Okay. All right. So, ooh, this is all the archangels. All right. All the archangels all around you. But you have to say their name. I'm pretty sure you always say Michael's name because you have a son in heaven, baby in heaven named Michael. Archangel Michael's always around you, especially if you don't feel safe. One of your questions was about some family members and if they're gonna come back, like to try to dispute with you. The answer to that question is yes. So you need to have up your shield and your sword and know that your dad has already said what he needed to say. Things have already been given. And consult your lawyer. Consult your lawyer. And also Archangel Michael can help you protect you and make you feel like you can stand up against that. But the question was, will they ask for more or will they kind of dispute you? Yes, they will. That's my answer. I was meditating on it today. But be strong. Be strong because everything your dad is telling me, everything was already settled. So they really shouldn't be coming at you with a handout. They want you to be around people who are like-minded, being surrounded by people, family and friends that support you and get you. And if they don't get you, they're against you. All right? Even if it's just two people that you really trust. Just be around those two people, those three people. Keep looking for your tribe. Say a prayer right now. Dear God, in heaven, and the spirit guides of this person I'm doing the reading for, please help her find her tribe. Please help her find and surround her with the people that are loving and care about her truly and are willing to protect her, but help her to protect herself most of all and foremost. Somebody up there just told me to say foremost because I don't use that word. Okay. Okay. An uncle or an aunt, a sibling or parents, and I feel it's your father and your husband that went to heaven. They're asking you, please know that I'm still with you and don't grieve us. Don't grieve us. Just create your own life and we will help you. But the reason why they're saying don't grieve us is because when you're grieving for a long time, you can't live in the present. You're living in the past. Just create your own life and we will help you. They want you to have a happy life. They want you to go on with your life, not to live in the past. They love you and they'll help you. And that's a beautiful message. Thank you for that message. I felt that message. I felt like right now I'm fully sweating. Okay. So that's my it's almost like an oven opened up or the heat came on from head to toe like a full-on hot flash. So I know I'm surrounded by, oh my gosh, my skin is getting like all clammy too. I know I'm surrounded by your loved ones, by spirit. Okay. Okay, then I got a couple of white index cards that says hallelujah, amen, God be the glory and power to our most high God for his divine protection. Oh, always God bless me and all who work for the light, the divine. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't even remember writing this card. Okay. What else? Oh, so you must need or must, I don't know if this is true or not, but for me to pick these cards, your angels want you to feel their protection. Your spirit guides, your father and your husband want you to feel their protection. They want you to feel their love and to know that they are still with you and they are glad you're making decisions and they're proud of you. They know you could do it and you have to do it. I know sometimes you don't want to do it. You want to say, no, I want somebody else to do it. I want my husband to be here still. I want my father to be here still. I want somebody else to make the decisions. But it has to be this way because God only gives you what you can handle. And God knows that you could do it. All right? So the divine protects me in God's white light of love. Archangels come to me when I call them. So when you're feeling scared, ask Archangel Michael to come protect you with his sword and shield. Ask him to protect your house, to protect your body, to protect your car, to protect your children, to protect your grandchildren, to protect your anything you own. And he will. He definitely will. You just have to ask him and then believe it is so. Okay. Wow. Okay, you got ask your angels, all your angels, we have your back, we understand you, love you no end. that one closely. Archangel Gabriel, that's the angel of communication, of messages, and of using your voice, using your mode of communication, which is your voice, your throat chakra. Rainbow wings with peacock feathers. Ask what you need and ask for what you want. Okay? So think in your mind and ask Archangel Gabriel, please help me with this. Okay, I'll give you a moment to think of it. Anybody who's watching this, you could pray, you can use this as your prayer as well. It might resonate with whoever's listening. Because I was going to do the private video and then something told me, no, you got to do this. You got to put this out there. Okay. So ask for what you need and then ask for what you want. But say Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, please help me to communicate clearly what I need and what I want. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, dear God. Okay. Did you see how it got blurry? It did get blurry. Okay, make a quick prayer. Please, dear God, send Archangel Michael down to protect me and my family. This is funny that this came up so many times. My home, my car, my body. Thank you, dear God. Amen. In Jesus' name. Okay, so this is a quick prayer. And you can listen to this over and over again because this will be in a live. Make a quick prayer. Please, dear God, send Archangel Michael down to protect me and my family. You could say your family members' names, or anybody who you want to protect. You don't have to say your name because God and Archangel Michael already know. Your home, your car, your body. Okay. And you have been saying that your leg has been hurting, or your ankle and your leg. I feel like it's from your ankle up, because I feel like either an operation on your ankle was done incorrectly, or maybe you just never finished correctly with the what is that called? Physical therapy. The whole thing with you is that you're not taking care of you. You never put yourself first. I know that you have to take care of family members, but you have to make time for your doctor's appointments. You have to make time for your, when you go out to get physical therapy, you have to make time for that. Okay? And on the back of this card is you are protected with the divine light of God and all the archangels that protect you 24/7, 365. Just ask. Okay. Now, I know you had a question about your kids, specifically your son who just got married. Congratulations. That's so the pictures, oh, I was showing Devin. He was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So please give my congratulations to your new daughter-in-law and your son for a happy, healthy, beautiful marriage together. They both have beautiful auras, and the dog too. So Archangel Metatron came up, and that protects the children. So protects the children, seeks to help reclaim what is already yours, a light, peace, joy, and happiness. Archangel Metatron is the archangel of the children. They said that you need more white, pink, and green. So maybe you're wearing too much black, or maybe too much blue. Blue is okay, but break it up with some more white, pink, and green around you, surrounding you. These colors will help your chakras. This is for your crown chakra, this is for your heart chakra, and this is for your heart chakra. So these two colors are for your heart chakra. You could touch my healing art. You could eat more foods that are green. Okay. Basically, you got to take care of yourself better. And this way, you could be around to enjoy your children. You could be around to have your relationship. But I will shuffle on them. Let me see. Where's my other cards? Where's... I think you asked me a pregnancy question for your one of your kids, but I never could tell. I don't I can't tell, but I'll see what the cards say. I can't tell exact time frames, but I know it's definitely going to happen. But the block that they're having is that they're worried too much about it. They got to relax. They got to have more fun time, get to know each other. I hope they go on a honeymoon, but I don't think you said they do. Hopefully they can at least, go on a night trip or a couple of days. But I forget what your daughter-in-law is, what sign she is, but I know your son is Scorpio like you. So he needs to be around water. Water will calm him, maybe a boat ride or cruise or something over water, even if it's a short trip. That he needs to have the aspect of water near him. Even going to a beach, he needs to stop worrying about time frame and just relax and just not think about like what date, he's gonna have a baby. Just leave it to God and it'll happen. Spirit guides and angels, can I have a couple of cards for the kids? Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look what card came up. Look what card came up. What was I just saying about water, right? Thank you. Thank you for these messages. I'm telling you, I am tapped into the energy of your spirit guides. And even they're saying, he's such a young guy. Like, this must be your father because he has an accent. I know his accent. And he's like, he's such a young man. What is he worried about? You know, if it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it happens. When he's relaxed. He needs to enjoy. He needs to relax. Go to Italy. I just heard that. Go to Italy. Okay, so drink more water. Also, both of them need to drink more water. Okay? And you too. But when I was shuffling these cards, it was for your kids. It was specifically for your questions on your son and your daughter-in-law. Okay, so drink more water and eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, watermelon, broccoli, zucchini, eggplant, all kinds of vegetables. But definitely be drinking more water. Melon, I just heard melon. Yeah, he needs more They need, both of them need to relax. They're not going to get pregnant if they're like this is what I feel like. They're like this. Oh, when are we going to get pregnant? When are we going to bring the baby? No, you can't. You got to be chill. You got to be relaxed. You don't want it to happen when it's not meant to happen. You want it to happen when you're enjoying, you're relaxing. Why am I showing you my fingers? I'm such a nerd. Okay, but that's crazy. That freaked me out. Water. Okay. Next one is you've started something important. Finish what you started. So this is again for your kids, for your son specifically. Finish what you started. You've started something important and now it's time to complete it. So is he starting something or did he start something in terms of a job, a new job or a business? Okay, that's the message there. I don't always know 100% what the message means, but what I'm getting from it, what the energy I'm getting from it. Then I have true. And look how beautiful this is. Yes, what you're asking about is the truth. And I feel it will come true. It's going to come true. So if they're worried, will they have kids? Will they have a child? Yes, they will. But they have to relax. They have to just chill and understand that when, even though they were living together, when you get married, it's a little bit different. Okay? And they have to learn how to relax and give it to God, give it to their guides. Because it's not going to happen unless you're relaxed. And they need to get around water. They need to have a honeymoon. They need to have a vacation because they're too wound up too tight. Okay. Okay, they just told me go back to the other deck for a second. I'm trying to think of the other question. Okay. Advice from people in heaven. Advice from the people in heaven. Okay. So first I got the fire signs are important. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they are important. They're coming up around you. And when I ask for advice from the people who are in heaven, so namely your dad and your husband, I got, don't be a sucker. You're not a doormat. Slavery is illegal. They don't want you to be a pushover. Don't be a sucker. You got to stand up for yourself. That's what it's saying. I see you living for everyone else's life, but what about manifest your own dreams and hopes? Job, college, second chance, second chances. Second chances. And see how I wrote changes? Second changes, but chances. Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning of this reading, or fairly in the middle. I said you gotta put yourself, you gotta start taking care of your body and your mind. Okay, if you want to feel better, you gotta stop putting yourself last. And really, that's what they always have told you. But of course, they love you, and they're right by you. Okay, so I just saw, like, it might sound cliche, but like something electronical always goes off, but you don't feel bad about it. Like maybe a light in the living room is flickering, or in your mom's room, or the TV doesn't work all of a sudden, but then it works. That's them messing with the electricity. Just to let you know, because you're getting too stressed out and like thinking of a million things. And know that everybody goes through that. Everybody, especially if you're taking care of somebody who is very ill, which you are, and you're always doing a great job. But you can't do a great job if you don't take care of yourself. So when somebody else is watching over your mom, you have to get out and you have to go to a store, get, go to the doctor, go to an appointment, do something for you. Even if it's just go out and run to the store, get something from Starbucks, do something that you enjoy doing. Okay, don't be a sucker. Okay, thank you for those messages. I feel them very strongly. Oh, these cards are scaring me a little bit. Not scaring me scary, but scaring me because they're so, spot on. Okay. Then this is another message from somebody in heaven. These are my spirit cards. They're saying, I'm so very proud of you. Keep going to manifest your dreams. You can do it. You have to start saying this in your head, in your own head. Don't wait for somebody else to say it. Don't wait for even a message to be clear, even from God. You have to say positive things in your own head. You have to start believing in you, yourself. What good is it if all your spirit guides believe in you, and they do, but if you don't believe in yourself, you can't get anything done on this earth. Okay? You have to manifest. Okay? And you could start that by writing it down on a piece of paper. And then don't get mad if it doesn't come true. Oh, I wrote it on a piece of paper. Well, did you think of it? Did you think positively? Did you take any steps to go towards it? Did you put yourself out there? Did you make the phone calls? Did you join a club or join something or call a lawyer? Or, you have to make steps towards whatever you're manifesting. Saying it and writing it down is one thing, but then making actual physical steps to make that happier lifestyle come true, going out on a date, going, feeling like, you don't want to do it because you don't want to leave your comfort zone, but pushing yourself anyway. That's all part of manifesting. And they are proud of you, but you have to be, what's important is, are you proud of yourself? And that answer is probably no, because your self-esteem is low. You got to build up your self-esteem. Okay, whether that's going to counseling, whether that's going to grief counseling, whether that's going to a meeting, whether that's going to talk to your friend, whether that's going to talk to your kids, you have to try to work on even asking God for that. Please, dear God, help me to have more confidence in myself. But look at all the things that you have accomplished and have run. That's a lot to be proud of. Okay. A love offer, but you don't trust fully. So keep up your boundaries. It says you are protecting yourself. Don't ignore the red flags. It's good to be cautious if you see the red flags, because that is protecting you. But don't not make a step towards what you want because of red flags. If you see somebody and you want to go out on a date or you want to go out to dinner or something, go out to dinner. And then if it feels pretty good, nothing is ever perfect, but if it feels pretty good, try again, go out again. And then you go from there. But if it's something terrible, like the person, you know, just talks about themselves, or they seem like they're mean, or they seem like they're, not interested in you, of course, those are red flags. And then you just take them off the list of going out with them. But you have to open up your heart and your soul to, put yourself out there. And it is scary. It's supposed to be scary. Anything worthwhile is scary. That goes with the Nine of Wands. It says continue. Okay. So keep on going. There is a love offer out there. There might be, I told you this in the past. I think there was two, one on each side of you. But I'm not sure if you ever did anything about it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just going to close with some angel cards, angel messages. Can I have some angel messages, please? Oop. Hello. Okay. I have a couple angels and spirit guides. And I have a few cards to close the message. Thank you. Okay. The first one is friendship. Isn't that beautiful? And it's number 37, so I'm going to read it. 37. Friendship, relationships, love, and connectedness. Yeah, see, God wants that for you, and so does your dad and your husband in heaven. They want you to have a connection. They want you to have a relationship. Okay. Archangel Haniel is the angel of harmonious love, and it says, ask your angels, do you nurture and support a loving friendship that you already have? Do you build relationships? Do you build relationships simply to gain something in return? Tell yourself, I have loving, supportive friendships that bring joy and love into my life. I have loving, supportive friendships that bring joy and love into my life. I recognize myself as a true loving friend who is always there for support through life's challenges. I recognize myself as a true loving friend who is always there for support through life's challenges. That was all for friendship. It's almost like the feeling I just got, as Jesus is my witness, okay, a feeling that I just got, like, it was like, say it, say it. So I'm going to say it. It's like you not being a friend to yourself. like you're trying to take care of your family, you're trying to take care of your mom, and you're not being a friend to yourself. Think of yourself as a person outside of yourself. I know that sounds weird. Kind of go out of your body and look at that person that's in the house trying to cook dinner, trying to clean up and take care of your mom, give her medicine, making doctor's appointments and calling, you know, making all these phone calls and whatnot, and also worrying about your grandchildren, worrying about your son, your new daughter-in-law, your daughter. when does when do you get taken care of? And so I just heard that. Be more of a friend to yourself. Take care of yourself first. Pull on your own oxygen mask. Feed yourself. Drink water. Drink your tea, coffee. You have to drink something too. Okay? Because everything will end. The whole empire that you have, which is your house and your family and your grandchildren, that's what you're thinking about them if you think about yourself, if you take care of yourself. Okay? You need to be happier. You need to have yourself as the first priority. Then we have courage. And this is all beautiful. It's funny because the first card was white, a lot of white and gray. That's crown chakra. That's everything to do with your head. And this one is all pink. Remember the three colors I said you need more of? Pink, white, and green. Stay away from the blue and the black because that can make you down. That can make you pull you down. This is courage, okay? And you need to have courage. Courage for yourself. This is so beautiful. Look at that. I haven't done these cards in so long, but when I was choosing the cards to do for you, they said no tarot. The Jesus cards, the spirit messages from heaven, and these cards. So these cards are from my friend, my good friend from a long time ago, Ruby. I used to call her Ruby Heart. Okay, so let me just see about this card. 40. Self-determination, conviction, confidence. And that's what you need. You need more confidence. You do have the conviction. Your dad is even saying that. You have the conviction and you have the passion. Okay, this is the angel of self-determination. Ask yourself, do you allow others to make important decisions for you? Remember, your father said, don't be a sucker. Okay, do you allow others to make important decisions for you? Are you fearful of being rejected if you stand up for what you believe in? Okay. They just said something happened at age 57. Oh my gosh. Is it your birthday today? I know it's early November because my daughter's the 8th. Okay. All right. Because they're showing me a birthday cake in heaven. And I know your son, but I think your son is the middle of the month. Okay. So anyhow, okay, they're showing me a pink birthday cake. Okay, so you're supposed to tell yourself, I have the courage and strength to stand up for my beliefs. I have the courage and strength to stand up for my beliefs. I have the courage and strength to stand up for my beliefs. And tell yourself, I honor my own truths and respect others' convictions. I honor my own truths and respect others' convictions. I honor my own truths and respect other convictions. Sometimes you can love people and you can agree to disagree, but you can love them from afar. But sometimes you can't. If you feel like taken advantage of, you can't let them get too close. Yeah, so it's like they just showed me the legal, the sign of Libra, which is the scales. And what do you mean with that? Yeah, it's almost like the judgment, and it could have something to do with law papers as well. Okay, and look what we have. You have to have faith. And that's kind of what that this card is, what I was talking about in the beginning of the reading, where you have to have faith in yourself, but also faith in God, that God hears your prayers. But letting God know what you need and you want. You might say, Katrina, I've already asked God a million times and I didn't get it. Yes, you did get it. You got different people that were in your life, but your husband in heaven always says, Katrina, I always want her to get remarried, or at least have a very positive, happy relationship with somebody. And he says he always sends you, but it's like a ping pong ball. You just like swipe away, swipe away, swipe away, like not, you're not letting them in. That's what he's saying. He wants you to let them in, and he wants you to have faith in yourself and also in this whole situation, that God has your back. Okay? I know it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Okay? Let me just look up faith, because this is really the only book that I look, because it's just so peaceful. I find it very peaceful. Maybe other people don't find it peaceful. Okay, but let's see. Okay, so does the thought of taking a leap of faith make you fearful? I think it does. I don't like these glasses. This one. Sorry. Okay, so tell yourself, I take a leap of faith, trusting that my angels are by my side. I take a leap of faith, trusting that my angels are by my side. I take a leap of faith, trusting that my angels are by my side, and that Jesus and God are always by my side, and Mother Mary is always watching over me and by my side. My spirit guides are by my side. Having faith keeps me attuned and connected to my purpose in life. Having faith keeps me attuned and connected to my purpose in life. Like when things, they just showed me, like when you are really thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't get out of this mess, and there's actually no hope, and it's just everything's dismal. You're doing that because you're not looking at the smiles on your grandson's face, or you're not looking at your beautiful home, or you're not thinking about maybe getting a pet, or going on that date from that person that's been asking you for 5 years. Okay, in other words, switch looking on at things. If you think things will be dismal, they will be. Instead, say, I'm happy and grateful for my house. I'm happy and grateful I woke up this morning and I was able to feel okay. I was able to do all the things that I needed to do for my mom. I was able to um, talk to my son and my daughter, or talk to my grandsons, or at least go outside and feed the birds, or go outside and walk around for a couple of minutes, come back in. Sometimes it's just the little things. You have to give yourself credit and just give the big guy credit and have faith. Okay. All right. Oh, I have one that was hiding over here. Silence your thoughts. I have to look up this one. Silence your thoughts. This one is so beautiful. I don't know why I didn't make something out of this one, a collage. Look at that. They're all beautiful. This one I definitely made, I think, 2 collages out of her. Okay, let me just check. Number 10. Silence your thoughts. You know when you have like a running thought in your mind and it's like keeps going, going, and going? I have that every day in my life. Okay. And I started to watch Netflix Touch with an Angel. That's why you haven't seen me at night, right? I started watching Netflix Touch with the Angel. And it is not scary. There's another show that has horses, and whenever I would watch that show, but I got out of that one and I discovered Touch with an Angel, and it brought me back to, I think it was like when my kids were little. And just almost every show, I cry, especially when she says, God loves you. Okay. Last night it was Fear Not. And I love that show. So if you need a show that'll take the chatter in your mind and just calm you down, put that on. Unfortunately, I have to go to sleep by it, and Devin doesn't like that because he always has to turn the TV off. But I said, so what? That's what I have to do to make myself have like peaceful mindset. Okay, so silence your thoughts. Our clarity, silence, peace on your mind. It's Angel Chromium, Angel of Silence. Okay, no wonder why I never came across this, because I have such trouble. I have such trouble with being silent. I do have trouble with that. Hi, Christine Clark. I didn't see you come in. Hi, Paul Michelle. Hi, JR. Nice to see you again. Okay. Guys, I'm going to get back to my flow. I'm sorry. There's been weird energy, and I haven't been getting back to my main, I don't know. I've been off ever since my sister was sick. My whole flow has been off. But, I mean, good news with Michael Joseph Vaughn's murderer is locked up and being charged with murdering, kidnapping him. They don't have his body yet, but I just heard tonight that information, they have an idea of where he is, where he might be, because he was moved several times. They have an idea, but they're only gonna share it to the parents. They're not gonna share it with the public. But you know what? It's okay, because the right people are being locked up. And so that is a win. And just the other day, I was like, really, I was crying. I was crying about that little girl, Melody, who's from California. Her mother took her, kept her away from the family. Her father died when she was an infant. And, I did a reading on her. And I just, like, I started to cry about Summer. I started to cry about Michael. I started to talk about Sincere and Classic again, never being found. But I'm glad they're in prison. But still, I just like you say that every child or everybody who's missing is not missing in God's eyes. They will be found. They're just lost. They will be found. But I started being like, I guess none of my work meant anything. Maybe I guess I just wasted my time on all those videos and all those hours. Um, and I kind of was like mad and sad at the same time. And I was driving and I was crying, which is always a good combination. No, I'm sure I pulled over, but who knows? But I was angry. And I asked God, you know what? I guess you show me where you want me to go. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be directing my attention on? If I have any gifts and talents, what am I supposed to be doing? You know. Um, and then I was in school, cut to being in school. I was in school, and my friend Faith, you know her as Faith. She texted me and she said, I read it on my lunch hour, of course. And she said, I don't know if you heard because you're at work, but Michael Joseph Vaughan's killer is being, he was already in prison for something else, but he's being charged with the murder and kidnapping of Michael. So I was like, okay, I hear you. Thank you. Because if they can get a conviction for Michael, then they can get a conviction for Summer, Moon, Utah Wells, and Jennifer Doulos can be found, and everybody can be found. That's what I know in my heart. That's what I'm going to try. Okay, so silence your thoughts. See how it's hard for me to silence my thoughts? Okay, our minds are constantly full of chatter and wasteful thinking, which keeps us in a state of stress. Worrying about the past or the future prevents us from experiencing the present moment. And I was talking about that. I was like, if you're constantly thinking about the past and the people who are in heaven, they're having a great time. It's okay to miss them, but if you miss them, you're not being faithful, because then you're not seeing the signs that they give you in a butterfly or a bird or pennies or the light flickering or the TV going off and on, or a dog that suddenly, or a cat that suddenly comes, in your, has your attention. Um, yeah, we have to, it's okay to pray to them and to pray for them and to talk to God and ask for help. But always have faith that the people who went to heaven, they are totally relaxed and they are totally chill, and they want you to live in the present, because we only have a certain amount of time. Boom, and then it's over. Okay. All right. Anyhow, I know it's easy to say, but it's hard to do because, we're all grieving. So our minds are constantly full. I lost my place. I'm sorry. It's important for you to learn to quiet the mind and dispel all unnecessary and negative thoughts. This can only be done by finding time to be alone and going into your own self. Charmon the angel will help you find the time and place for calming silence. The more often you practice this meditation, it's easier and it will become easier for you to clear your mind. Within this quiet space, you're able to see things from a new perspective without permitting the mind to control or judge. Ask yourself, do you constantly fret and worry about the past, present, and future? All above. Check, check, and check. Okay. Is your mind constantly full of negative thoughts and unnecessary chatter? Check, check, and check. Okay. I'm such a nerd. Okay. Sorry. I didn't take any medicine. I don't even have a drink. I'm not even a glass of water in front of me. But I'm about to, because I'm almost done with this reading. I'm going to show you my wine before I go. I bought it today. It's a wine that I always buy, but anyhow, I'm going to show it to you after this read. Okay, so tell yourself, I am a master over my thoughts. I am a master over my thoughts. I am in control of my thoughts. I am in control of my thoughts. I am a master of my own thoughts. So when you have like these little indications like in your mind, and I have them, trust me, I have them 24/7, 365. But that's why I watch Touch with the Angel, or I watch another show, or I listen to music, which I've been listening to, right? Okay, probably don't hear it, but it's Jason Stevenson, Serotonin, and Happiness Frequency. That's probably why I was laughing. Dopamine and endorphin release. It's really powerful. It works. It doesn't put me to sleep, because nothing puts this nut job asleep. But anyhow, you have to kind of battle when a bad thought comes in your mind, like, oh my gosh, how am I ever going to live without this person? You have to say, bring yourself back to the present. Don't live in the past either. Bring yourself back to the present. Am I here? Do I have a home? Do I have a roof over my head? Yes. Do I have some food to eat if I want? Yes. Do I have something to drink? Do I have some people that love me and care about me? Yes. Center yourself back. If you have any animals, you pet your animals. That's why animals are so important, because they are quick healers. They'll heal you in a matter of minutes. Okay? That's why I always tell everybody to get a pet. And, you know, the bad thoughts, they might be there. This is a whole bunch of therapy that I got throughout the years, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Okay? So I know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, color therapy, chakra therapy, it all works. Music therapy, okay? But when something bad comes in your mind, replace it. Tell yourself, no, I'm not going to think like that. I'm not going to think like that. I'm going to be grateful for the good things that I have. Even if you have one friend, you have one good friend, okay? I'm going to think about that one good friend, okay? A happy thought, a happy memory, all right? Put it in your mind. Get up, walk around, change your space, okay? It's up to us to control it, all right? Even if you take a pill, that's the problem with pills, or, the Jesus juice, because that's only temporary. We have to fix what's in here, okay? And I know I have a lot of messed up things in there. But then I started to feel, oh, when I'm painting, I feel better about myself. When I'm walking, I feel better about myself. Or when I'm petting the animals, I feel better about myself. When I try to straighten up, some rooms, some things, and clean some things, or cook something, take care of my husband, I feel a little bit better. So that's what you have. When I get my nails done, I usually feel better. Okay? But not when I break it. Okay? And I focused a lot on this one broken nail because really, I really jammed it. I cried. Devin was like, all right, you scared me. Why'd you yell like that? I said, because I was like holding it, counting to 10. I was screaming because I'm a big baby. Okay. Wow. All right. Anyhow, I release all the negative messages in order to live fully in the now. I release all the negative messages in order to live fully in the now. Okay? That might have sounded abrupt, but it really wasn't. It really wasn't, because it's an hour and... Oh, all right. By the way, this reading was supposed to be 35 minutes. Okay. It's an hour and 20 minutes. That's okay. When can I ever do anything on time? I can't. Just, I can't. Anyway, I'm just going to put these... I usually don't close them because I have to sage them. So, but I just want to put them together so that they don't... I hate when I go to sleep and then I wake up and there's cards everywhere. There's crime cards out. There's like... I just like get up from the table and leave it. Like there's going to be a maid that comes in, cleans up after me. No, this is the maid. And she's been off on vacation for 5 years. It's on vacation. Okay. Well, at least I'm making myself laugh. I don't think I'm making anybody else laugh, but I'm making myself laugh. So, I want to thank all the angels. I am going to show you my wine, but I want to thank all the angels and all the spirit guides and God, of course, and all the archangels that came for this reading and helped me with this reading. It was fun. I hope I answered some of your questions. I'm sure I didn't answer all the questions, but I did try my best. And I gave it the old college try. Okay. It must be the music, because why am I acting so loopy? That, and also it's late. No, people still think that I stay up till like 3 or 4. I don't. I haven't stayed up till like 3 or 4. Sometimes I watch TV and like I'll be sleeping, and then all of a sudden, I'll have my medicine in me and everything. I'll touch on by an angel on in the background. I'll fall into a deep sleep. Then I'll wake up 2 hours later and I'm wide awake. Forget about sleeping. But I'm still, I have my medication in, so I can't just get up and start reading cards like I used to. I used to do that back in the day. But that's not responsible. That wouldn't be responsible. And also, I'm too lazy. Too lazy to do that. I used to do that, though. Okay, anyhow. At least I cleaned up my cards first time in history. And next, I'm going to show you let me just turn off this music. It did work. Why is the narc card out? The narc card is out. Oh, I'm sorry. I never read you the narc card. There's a narc. All right, this is still the reading. Because these two cards, I didn't read them. So, that's all it says, is narc. Okay. So, in your, somebody around you is a narc. That's a narcissist. So beware. Look it up. I'm too tired to talk about it. Okay. Anyhow, break generational curses. That's very important too. Okay, so that's like every family has, like, generational curses like alcoholism, drug addiction, physical abuse, emotional abuse, but that's coming up as you are breaking generational curses. So that's very good, and that's a blessing. Okay, be careful of the narcs though. Okay, let's go see. Let's take off the old glasses. Retire the old glasses. I don't know what time it is. What time is it by everybody? Is anybody here? Talking to myself. Oh, it's only 2 o'clock in the morning. Where's my wine? I got some beautiful cards, but did I not show you? Oh, I'll show you tomorrow. I'm so tired. But, yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. I'll probably use that in a collage. But first I have it up. I don't think I ever showed you that, guys. And there's another one. I can't read it now because my head is not in the game. Okay, I'm going to show you this wine. I might just fill it in a shot glass because it's a little bit late. I have to get up early for Devin's appointment for the cardiologist. And it's really serious because his heart is skipping beats. And that's when remember they put the paddles on him and he doesn't want that to do that again. But it's really bad because his heart rate, he has that little finger heart rate. His heart rate went from, it was like, I don't know, like 111, 111. And then it was 109. He was like, that's still high. Then all of a sudden he took it again and it was 127. And then it went up to 133. And it's been happening a lot. So that's why I want to go. I want to make sure that we ask all the questions. Is there anything that could be done for his back? But anyhow, on a good note, let's look at the wine. It's called Jacob's Creek. It's Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's aged Irish whiskey barrel. I think it's a 13.9 or it might even be 14. But don't make me look at the bottle because I do that in the store. I do check it like a real alkie. Okay. Because I like my wine to be at least 13.5. Yeah. I mean, I've had 12.5, but to get where I want to go, when I want to go there, I like a 13.5 or 14. Sometimes I have 15, okay? And then I just usually, I'm still drinking the wine from my daughter, from my birthday, for September. My daughter, my son, and my daughter's girlfriend, okay? But, yeah, so I've slowed down. You girls slowed down a lot, okay? Because I'm usually by myself when I have a glass of wine. Because who's drinking with me? Devin can't even drink a beer because it might throw his heart rhythm off. Anyway, I wanted to show you Jacob's Creek. And the taste of it, I don't like sweet. I like very dry wine, and I like it to be hot when it goes down your throat, and it feels like it heats up your throat, okay? But when it's made in a whiskey barrel, that's something good. I don't know. And here's the best thing about this. It's a screw off. So I don't have to get the old, you know, the old winder thing. Wait, let me show you. The screw off top. My sister Susan used to say, well, that means that the bottle is cheap. But this was $13.99, which is pretty good. Really, it was on sale too. So I got that, and I got 1,000 Stories. I like 1,000 Stories too. That was a little more expensive. That's like $19. But this one being $13, well, $13.99, and then you just screw off the top. That's a pretty good deal. Anyway, thank you for playing the game and being with me. We have Rain Cloud, we have JR, we have anybody else? Eleanor. Thank you for being here, guys. And Christina Clark, if you guys are still here. But thank you for being here. And I am going to sign out because I am tired. And I love you guys. And I promise you tomorrow, let me just say, I'm going to try after the doctor's appointment and we go out for breakfast. And when I get home and I get comfy cozy, maybe I'll go outside because it's supposed to be nice out tomorrow. I will do the Libra reading and kick it old school. Everybody have a great night. I love you very much. Namaste. 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 Please pray for Devin. Please pray for Devin tomorrow. And let God heal him for his ailments and his back ailments and his heart ailments, and unclog everything that needs to be unclogged. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. Love you.